This is TV3 KARD Television, Wichita, Kansas.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Well, hello everybody. Me and Sarge here would like to welcome you to another installment of our nice little show, Conversational Shaving. Isn't that right, Sarge? Sarge? Well, hello everyone. I've already prepped my face with the Stetson Cooling shaving oil. Hope you can see that okay. And my razor today, hate to disappoint anyone, but it's going to be this Trac II razor, and I'll show you why in a minute here. Because on there, on its fifth use, is going to be one of these Trac II adjustable cartridges. I saw on Ken Surf's channel a while back that he had some of these, and you can see the little thing on there, the little lever. It has three settings. Let's see if I can do this here. There's the middle one, and then it goes to the left. I put it all the way up to number 3 so I have more blade gap, because these cartridges sometimes don't have a lot of blade gap. There's 2 blades on these, and my foam today, yeah, I'm taking one for the team, but I'm trying to do it in a classy sort of way. It's this Pinaud Clubman shave. They say shaving cream on here. I say shaving foam because it's from a can. And so I'm going to go ahead and lather my face with this stuff here. And get it going in the hand. There we go. Put some in my neck. It's a nice scent if you like the aftershave of this type. The regular Pinaud Clubman Classic aftershave. Then you'll like the scent of this, should you ever choose to use it. I got really intrigued when I saw that there were adjustable razor cartridges. And you can get new old stock ones on eBay. And maybe on Etsy and some of the other sites. Let me wipe my hand off here. This, by the way, the razor handle, it's a Gillette 7 o'clock, they call it. 7 o'clock P2, which is essentially just the Trac II razor by Gillette. And the cartridge actually came from this thing. I got 2 of these, both were unopened. I opened this one, and it was introducing the adjustable Trac II cartridges, but the razor handle that comes with them is just, it's all made of kind of a soft plastic. I put the regular Trac II blade, which is non-adjustable, I put it on here, and it might be okay for a time or two, but the cartridges start sliding back and forth on there, so I ended up buying a more permanent razor handle for Trac II here. And let me try to put this all away if I can do so without making a mess and taking up too much time here. I'll put it back in the box that it came in, and yeah, this was just introducing the adjustable cartridges. They already had the razor out. But if you get one of these, you'll need to buy probably a regular, more sturdy razor handle for the Trac II. So let me wet the razor and get started here, pass number 1 with the grain. Here we go. I don't know if I said so, but it's the 5th use on this cartridge. I find you can use cartridges for quite a while for many uses. Okay, rinse the razor and go over here. Maybe that's why cartridges can be very expensive. Even these new old stock ones that have never been used. Okay, rinse time again. I'll do the neck here. Go down here and do this. And I guess I'll go over here without rinsing and do the rest of the neck. Just to save time. And even with this cartridge, I'm hearing some audio feedback. I have a couple of days worth of growth here. Okay, now I'll rinse the razor again. Okay. I heard Sarge clawing outside the door. You know, cats don't like doors that are shut to them, but once he gets in here, if I'm doing a video, I'll shut the door again, and then he wants right back out. Okay, that's pass number one complete, and I'll lather off camera. I'll be right back for a second pass across the grain. Okay, we'll go across the grain here. Now, as far as cartridge razors go, probably the closest shave I've ever had one came from an older, again, a model no longer made, that only has one blade, and one is plenty. It does the job, I think, better than 2, 3, or more blades. It was the Wilkinson Sword bonded razor, the bonded blades, which were really the first cartridges, I think, or among the first cartridge razors. They didn't call them cartridges, though. They called them bonded blades because they're bonded in some plastic here. I'll go ahead and go over here without rinsing just to save time. I think it'll be okay. But anyway, yeah. Because those cartridges or bonded blades are just one blade in a piece of plastic, or a couple of pieces of plastic, all bonded together. I got a closer shave with those. They no longer make that particular razor or handle for the cartridges or those cartridges bonded blades anymore. I guess they made them back in the 70s, which is, I think, maybe when these were made. Excuse me. So anyway, with these blades, no, I'll do this next. With these blades, cartridges actually, I don't expect a whole lot in terms of a super close shave. It will give you a DFS, I clean it up a little, I say a darn fine shave. But it may not give you another term that I clean up a little bit, although it doesn't need a whole lot of cleaning up. Baby bottom smooth shave, those are harder to get with some of these cartridges, in my opinion. Even if you're real careful and take a lot of time and rinse your cartridge more often. Anyway, yeah. even so, I find it hard to get a BBS shave with cartridges, except perhaps, and you'll probably need to spend a lot of time with this, but the Wilkinson sword bonded blades, you can still find some of those new old stock blades / cartridges on eBay and maybe on Etsy and some of the other websites. And the razor handles, those are plentiful. The razor handles come with one or two of those cartridges that they call bonded blades. Now your mileage may vary, your experience may be different, but I'm telling you my experience with cartridge razors. But as Paul H. would say, and I know he's not into cartridge shaving anymore at all, but using his terminology or his, I can't think of the name, his parlance, I would say that these razors, such as the one I'm using and the cartridges, are good for what they are. But they're not the same, as double-edge blades or even single-edge blades. I'll be right back. I'll relather. We'll do a third pass against the grain. Now, because of time constraints, I'm not taking as much time as I did when I have used this razor or these cartridges previously. Although maybe now I am. I'm slowing down a little bit, trying to get the neck nice and smooth. Again, all this stuff I'm using, not just the cartridges or cartridge and the handle, but also the shaving foam and whatever else I'm going to use on this shave. All of it is good for what it is. It's not like you went out and bought a, top of the line stainless steel or titanium, or even just a regular, double edge razor, and used a good double edge blade, like maybe a feather, which are very sharp blades. It's not the same as that. So obviously don't expect something as good as that. Excuse me. I think that this was just now getting a little bit clogged up. Maybe not as much because I'm using foam instead of shaving soap or shaving cream that comes in a tube. The foam is usually fairly light and usually won't by itself clog up a cartridge razor even. But once you get enough hair in there, stubble I should say, then maybe even on this high setting on here, number 3, maybe you get just a little bit of clogging. So I noticed that it seems like I had to rinse a little longer that last break I took there. Well, took a break just to rinse the razor. I guess that's not the same as taking a break from the shave, per se. Okay, rinse time again. Okay, we'll go to the chin here. Next time, God willing, I'll be probably back to a double-edged razor or an old-fashioned single-edge safety razor, like a gem style or maybe an injector razor style. And some regular shaving soap or cream that comes in a tube, one or the other. Oh, I gotta go ahead and go up here. I'd be a little careful shaving against the grain above the upper lip, even with a cartridge. Now, not to make fun of people that are on the spectrum, as they say, spectrum of autism, because I may actually, no kidding, this is not a joke, I may actually be, but the kind of ha-ha part of this is I feel like only I would get excited over something like this, adjustable cartridges. I'll be right back for pickups. Well, what time is it, Sarge? It's pickup time, kitty. See the magic clock over there? Or are you even looking? Hi there, kitty. Hi, sweetie. See the nice people out there? Okay, Sarge. Okay, it's pickup time. Or touch-up time, if you prefer. Ooh, I bent down to sit the cat down and let him out, and ooh, I got the whirlybirds and a little dizzy. It's my diabetes and low blood sugar. So if I pass out and hit the deck, you'll know why. I think I'll be okay, more or less. Essentially. Touch this up a little bit. It's not easy. I'll go ahead and go over here now. Usually I would rinse there before going over this other side of my neck, but again, due to time constraints. Excuse me, I'm going to rinse the razor one more time and go over my neck again. I didn't re-lather for this. This is the part that Paul H. and some of the other YouTubers and classic shaving aficionados would call the slickness test. And I guess this is fairly slick still. The foam, which by the way, the shaving foam, the Pinaud Clubman classic scent shaving foam, which is I think the only scent they have on their shaving foam, scent strength of about 4 or 5 out of 10. That's not a judgment, that's just my take on how strong the scent is, and I really like the scent. I'll be right back. Well, I was just finishing up drying my face, and I noticed down here, and I can hear some audio feedback on the towel a little bit. Right down here, maybe not as good as I would get with the double-edged blade. Yeah, I can kind of tell just by feeling around. It's not quite as good. It's a darn fine shave. It's more than presentable, because I could get a presentable shave going over my face, I mean one pass, even with a cartridge razor. I could make it presentable, but as far as anything more than that, I did manage to get a darn fine shave in 3 passes plus pickups. But I wouldn't call it a BBS shave. It's nice. It might even be the upper echelon of the darn fine shave range, but not quite. Just shy of a BBS shave. Okay, I'm going to start a brief recap, then I'm going to put the finishing touches in the shave. Before I started off camera, I prepped my face with this Stetson It's Stetson Spirit Cooling Shaving Oil. And my razor, oops, I almost dropped it, has been this, well, it's a Trac II. It's actually the Gillette 7 o'clock. I still got the blister pack. What did it say? It's the Gillette 7 o'clock P2 razor, but it's actually also the Gillette Trac II razor here in the States and elsewhere. Also, Schick made a version of this. They called it, I think, the Schick 2 or something like that. Anyway, yeah, there's that. And on there, on its 5th use, which was fine, I had a Gillette Trac II adjustable cartridge blade. That's the different part right there. My shaving foam has been this Pinaud Clubman shaving foam. Very nice. And moving on, I'm going to reach for some of the T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. One more time. Yeah. This stuff has some alcohol in it, a little bit, so there may be some sting. I think it's 14% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I noticed a little bit of sting there. Nothing to make me jump out of my drawers. Huh. But the witch hazel is supposed to be good for the skin, and the mild astringent from the little bit of alcohol isn't bad. So that's kind of refreshing right there. You could end the shave right now after this, but the T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. Now I'm going to reach over here and get some of the Pinaud Clubman, it's their classic aftershave lotion, which is the same scent as this, by the way. The scent might be a little stronger on this. Anyway, get some going there in the hand. Get that going there. I put just a little bit on my wrists there. Up behind the back of the ears, the back of the neck a little bit, on the temples, and oh, that's nice. Yeah, the scent on this, you know, you're going to be looking at like 5 or 6 out of 10, whereas the shaving foam, I'd say that's a 4 to 5 out of 10% strength. Very nice, and if you like this scent, you'll like it. That doesn't make any sense, does it? If you like it, you'll like it. That's kind of begging the question or whatever, but it's nice. And for those of you who know, you know. If you don't, give it a try. My first bottle of this, I don't know, this could be the same bottle, I don't remember. I got at a beauty salon place, not a beauty salon, but a place that, place where people that have beauty salons or barber shops go to buy their products. Beauty supply stores, what I'm trying to say. Finally, I'm going to finish with some of the L'Oreal Men Expert Hydra Sensitive Soothing Aftershave Balm, which has no alcohol, but does contain natural birch sap. Again, thank you to Paul H. for turning me onto this stuff. It was hard to find at first, here in the States. Had to order it, of course. Some vendor had it, I forget which now. Might have been an online beauty supply place, possibly. Anyway, here we go. This stuff is always wonderful. I always notice a pleasant difference. I don't know how to explain it. There's not exactly a sting after you put this stuff on, but there's like a, you feel it, you know, and I think it's doing my skin some good. Especially as I age, as I get older. And I know, you know, I'm still pretty young. I don't have to worry. I'm only 39, right? Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for joining me. If you made it this far, leave a like if you'd like to. I would appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and on behalf of myself and Sarge the Cat, have a great week ahead, and peace out.